Hey yo, welcome back to the channel everyone. On today's menu, can men and women be just friends? Let's eat. Alright, so the idea that men and women can be just friends can be a little complicated. There are several nuances to consider. We're talking about level of attraction, emotional validation, utility, feelings, time spent. The list goes on. Unfortunately, our natural hormones kind of make it a little bit of a joke to be just friends when developing feelings or wanting to become physical with somebody. Can it be achieved? Sure, no doubt. But there are a myriad of caveats you have to consider and make yourself aware before even attempting to have a platonic relationship with the opposite sex. Alright, so fellas, first of all, you need to learn how to minimize your appetite for sex. You can't be sex hungry and still expect a platonic relationship with a woman. We're visual creatures, and we often want what we see. You have to be disciplined with your sex drive. You can't be parched for box, right? First of all, she's more than likely already placed you in the friend zone for a number of reasons, this probably being one of them. Also, she may not be attracted to you, and that's fine. Not everyone you meet is going to reciprocate the desired feeling you're experiencing. Men and women are very different when it comes to attraction, and you may have to hold this L. And you know what? Keep it moving. And don't let this prevent you from not speaking to her again. You can if you want to, but I don't think it's in your best interest if the attraction isn't shared, right? Then you have a crush on someone who wants nothing to do with you romantically. Why would you place yourself in a disadvantage? Fellas, don't fall for the okie doke. If you're attracted to a woman and you see her more than friends and the interest isn't shared, remove yourself. If you don't, you'll be effectively handicapping yourself. While you're hanging out with her, making her laugh, she enjoys your company, your compliments, and commitment toward this platonic relationship. She wholeheartedly benefits from this platonic relationship because there's no sex involved, and it doesn't bother her because she doesn't want to sleep with you anyway, right? Because she's not attracted to you. Don't be taken advantage of. She'll use you for everything under the sun because you're her friend, right? And if you want to be that for her, go ahead. But be aware that you'll only be that for on-call purposes. You're a great guy, but I don't see you in that way. But I still want to hang out. I still want you to make me feel good. I still want you to listen to my problems and hopefully come up for a solution for them. I want all of that, but I'm not attracted to you to carry on a romantic relationship, right? Meanwhile, old boy who just did a dime is blowing her back out, doesn't provide any other aforementioned qualities that you're giving her on a daily basis. Listen, this is equivalent to a guy going to a job interview and the company's like, listen, you have a great resume, you have all the qualifications we're looking for, but we're not going to hire you. Take your qualifications elsewhere, my guy. Don't get played. Alright, so the jealousy void. The moment you stop giving attention, validation, and hanging out with this person who benefits immensely from your company, and you shift it towards someone who reciprocates your efforts, and they fulfill your desires, there may be a sense of envy coming from your platonic friend. You know, the one who you gave advice to, made laugh, engaged their emotions. All of a sudden, this person isn't receiving those benefits anymore. Now there's a void to fill because you're entertaining someone else, and they don't like it. So now you're spending more time with this person who shares a mutual attraction and is meeting your desires. It's a win for the both of you. Now the other person, the platonic friend, instead of being happy for you, there's a jealousy that emerges because what you once did for her is no longer available. And this could lead to some sabotage or some kind of vindictive behavior. And now what the issue is, they have to go through their Rolodex of friend zone contacts to get a similar feeling. But that's not your problem. Also, you have to remember, this new person who you've taken a interest in, are they going to be okay with you consistently hanging out with your former best platonic friend who's of the opposite sex? Probably not. Get ahead of this by not being too invested in someone who's not invested in you. Alright, so the workplace and a professional setting. If you're working with this person, they need to just be your associate only. To keep your place of employment from getting messy with affairs and fraternization, which unfortunately I would argue is ultimately inevitable, you're going to have to apply some boundaries and keep from getting too close with female coworkers. But that doesn't always work out, right? Because eventually you have a work husband or a work wife or something like that turns into an office romance and ultimately a work disaster in some capacity. Now this kind of circles back to being disciplined and suppressing your appetite for sex. I don't recommend hooking up with someone from work. It's not a good look. I've done it a few times, and working at a hospital, there's endless opportunities, but they can come back and bite you in the ass, right? My suggestion is to keep things strictly professional across the board. Eliminate expectations for people you may be attracted to. Remember, you're at work. She may look good, but you need to adhere to your standards and your code. You don't have to engage with every attractive woman you meet. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. So can men and women be platonic friends? Sure, under strict circumstances such as working conditions, business associates, and even then it's almost inevitable to prevent, right? If you want to uphold a platonic relationship with the opposite sex, there has to be little or no attraction, and you must be sexually disciplined. Also, you must be aware of being taken advantage of because it may happen. Leave y'all comments down below sharing your experience with a platonic relationship with the opposite sex, and I'll catch y'all at the next meal. Peace.